Welcome to the Man of the Cringes. We're back with again Shin Im Fat. You're fat, man. Take a jog. Take a jog. And it's still this dude that's creeping on Flora over there. You tell me that's not what it looks like. And if you aim his eyes, if you aim his direction, FBI.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
We have 4 out of 8 people here.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. But I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too.
Jingshou, you don't even know the half of it. He's well versed in rocks, he's well versed in cooking, he's well versed in fighting, especially rocks. He's well versed in women, he's well versed in grannies. He's a grandpa himself, he's well versed in children. This is an all-purpose talented person here.
It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
You just met him?
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, it's been 84 years!
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
We both proved that, you yourself proved that your exorcisms don't work, that it's
Exorcism?
fake.
I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here.
There's 4 people here, Paimon, there's 4 people.
All we knew was that hotel invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends.
Hey, Panda Girl.
Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Happy Lantern Ride.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Sit down. Lay your ass over there. Chair. Meet ass.
Lantern
Ass
Ride.
chair.
Are you having fun?
I'm learning a lot. I think I've become musically cultured.
Musically cultured, you say? We'd have to test that.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this.
Yeah, Utao kind of... I don't know. I feel like it's the lyrics more than it is the artist, but okay.
I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her. So,
sure. Xinyan made it successful, man. Good for her. Good for her. She's been fighting for that shit since Inazuma. And then we got lost on that official island thing of our imaginations. It never happened. We don't know. It never happened. You can't prove it.
Yep. And they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
Hey, they could have been here. They could have been here, but unfortunately we can't fit more than 10 people in this room.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Oh. Explain.
Us?
Details.
Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me.
I want to say they're best friends, but there's a sort of chemistry that they're alluding to here.
Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Okay. And I'm dialing back on that chemistry. It seems we're going back to friendship now.
Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try!
Paimon, you're way too excited to try Zhangling's Ajilanaka slime chilies.
See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
I thought it was Thanksgiving for a second.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue.
If the melody was a blackboard and you're scraping a bunch of nails on it, yes.
My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
And adding icing to the blackboard, I get it.
Oh, the two of you always deliver.
A blackboard with icing on it.
Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
Yeah, Chongyun looks a little traumatized. Zhongli, what did you do to him?
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating,
I swear
it feels like we're missing someone.
Are we sure they're not in a relationship? Are we sure?
Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant.
The stone god is like, nah, fuck that. That's trouble. I don't want to go. I'm good, baby.
You know,
I'm gonna cook in this kitchen.
Lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite.
Fire.
Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
Who?
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being.
Are you telling me she went to go collect a guest, also known as Adventus Wine? I see you, Zhongli. You cannot get away from me. Don't look so look at me with a sharp eyes.
Seems like it's almost time.
It's Adventus Wine time.
Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important.
Shut up, Paimon.
Could it be Keqing? Ningguang? Or Captain Beidou?
Unfortunately, Keqing is not as important in this Lantern Night as she was in the previous one.
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
I released Dendro Keqing, and previous Keqing is obsolete. Silence. Suddenly the door restaurant burst open as we sucked for a hurricane.
We're here!
Who?
Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right? Good
Teleportation.
thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Hi, Dad.
I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Dad?
The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus.
Cringe.
To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
I don't want this to be one of my memories. Can I go home now? So I was like, nah, bro. Dad being an asshole. Dad didn't even recognize me anymore. He saved my ass last time.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Yes, she blackmails you. Well, technically it's not blackmail. You spend all the money of the funeral parlor and you pull it on Hu Tao, and Hu Tao needs to beat your ass to get that money back. Like Zhongli is a Moro Piñata. You beat him hard enough, he starts coughing up murder.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yen Xiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
Dad, just tell me what you want.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
And what does that have to do with me?
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Dad. Sir, Dad.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal.
Like, Zhao's gonna be sitting there, was eating food, and it'd be like, every time he takes a piece of rice, he's like, worthless! Useless!
I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
We're old friends.
Great! You two sit together.
Is Wu Tao trying to play matchmaker here? Yo, who? What you trying, who?
You should take a seat too, Director.
Yes, Director, sit down.
Oh, finally remembered me.
You've been talking the whole time. What do you
When
mean?
we arrived just now, the host at Shinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not
Isn't
wait
that
any
our
longer.
dishes?
Ask them to bring out the food.
The dumplings? I don't know why that is. Some sort of salad. Green. I don't know what the green is. Wasabi? And a tomato ham plate. Delicious looking food arrives, and the pleasant scent fills the
I
air.
would have never guessed the person who went to fetch was
crab.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
Wait, what do you mean it's the first you heard? What do you mean it's the first you... Wasn't he in a quest before? No, he wasn't. If he was there before we went to Xiao.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows.
I don't know you.
Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past.
Can we stop sucking Zhao's dick
I
now?
remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
This chemistry. I'm seeing this chemistry again. What's going on between you two? Someone explain.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off.
Yes. Zhao's palate is very important to the Masterful Chef's cook-off.
I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Xiangling and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Yes, Chongyun's friend. Yes, totally. 100%. 90%. Okay, 80%. 80% friend.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
This is why I don't come outside anymore.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
Paimon, don't you take that tone with me. Don't you take that tone with me. I'll put you outside.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
Hey, for you.
What's your true intention then? A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy.
Yo, I thought you'd done on stage. Why are you philosophizing here with us?
That is something
That's
our
Zhongli's job.
consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good.
I always suspect nefarianism when it comes to you. Always something nefarious going on. Like demons. Somehow I feel demons. I sense the demons.
We all worked
The
really
perv
hard
ghosts
this
are in the
year.
room.
Whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons.
Hey, for all that exercising, he still looks like a lump noodle.
And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things.
Especially me, Lumine, Traveler. hero of Teyvat, saved many a region. Pleasure to meet you.
As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Well, she just went to you, threw some tofu in your face. Said, we have the golden tofu, follow me. Like the carrot, now it's the stick.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
Gotcha.
It's not boss lady, just boss.
Wait, didn't she complain that she didn't want to be called boss as well?
And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Stop being annoying. He doesn't want to be here.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
He's the police. He will kick your ass and disturb the peace.
But you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
Could have whispered it, you would have still heard you. Lumine has proved it in the past. You whisper Zhao, Zhao appears.
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Dad told me about... Zhongli told me about you.
Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come? There was a pause there. Sassy. Very, very sassy. Maybe I'm the DJ, yeah?
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess, huh?
There's more to it?
It gets boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
Yeah, they killed them. You took their souls. Great business deal.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death.
So Hu Tao was there, or Hu Tao's ancestor were there, taking souls, giving them names, and kicking their asses into the demon realm.
The Adepti vanquished the demons. The Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
Anybody want to talk about how it sounds like he was there? Or we suspecting that he was just a scholar for that shit?
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power.
The strongest elemental person here would be between Lumine and Geodaddy over there.
Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of
Zhao and
Demons.
Zhongli even
We're
have
not
the same
feeling
color
anything
eyes.
unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
Yo guys, are you gonna explain? Like every time one of them talks to anyone, they look across and they're like, so Chongyun is be like, that's so and they have this look. What's up with the chemistry here, guys? Explain.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
I swear they're a married couple.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too.
Yeah, Xiangling, the blast is wasted.
You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
I wish Guoba were here. He would make this event so much more lively dancing in the corner.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising?
Why is Xingqiu such an asshole?
But now that I think of it, Xiangling told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's good to hear. Give everything you don't need to Paimon.
Right! Wait, what?
Huh? The wind?
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying?
I mean, Paimon, that is on you.
That voice. Could it be?
It must be.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in. No such need. I'm coming in.
Oh no. Femboy has arrived. The door to this will get blown up, or I got to win again.
You finally let me in.
You let yourself in. We didn't do shit.
Hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah, I wish we could have brought Nahida to the Lantern Rite. I feel like she needs the vacation.
Oh,
I can stay in as much. She don't deserve it.
Oh.
I'll sense him.
To carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
You get to be friends because he farts all the time?
Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery. This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here.
Stop sucking dick, Venti.
Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Zhongli leans over and he's like, "Did you bring the Othmanthus wine?"
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Zhenyu? Zhenyu?
Oh no. He's gonna give away Xingqiu's pen name more again.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Zhenyu's works, aren't you?
Nice save.
I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Zhenyu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Q Chongyun jealousy?
Could
No.
this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
He's my old pal too.
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago, when I happened to run into this...
Alcoholic? Perv? The guy who sings everywhere.
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember?
Femboy. Definitely that one.
And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh.
Attracting all the monsters.
It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
It must be due to his animal vision. He was controlling your mind like the Akasha in Subaru.
Thank you for your patronage.
He did not buy anything from you, Venti, nor did he pay you for that song. There's no patronage here.
So that's how it was. I see.
I understand now too.
Do you though? Do you though?
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
And then Hu Tao looks at him, and a dark tune plays. Zhongli fears for his life.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Anybody see lightning like I do?
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an Adeptus in disguise.
She knows. She knows.
Xiao, you're an Adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really?
Yo, Paimon, stop up. Yo, you're blowing his cover. You're blowing his cover.
Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along.
Huh?
Oh, Paimon, you dumbass.
Oh! Right!
Yeah, then now's not the time to write. Everybody saw you. But then again, sometimes people just doesn't see Paimon. We talk right in front of people all the time. We dust people in their faces all the time. And Paimon gets away with it every time.
Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's pretty normal for him to not know anything.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Don't insult Zhao. He's called the Conqueror of Demons. Technically, you would be counted as a demon.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Is he throwing shade?
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Hey, you're forgetting about Six-Fingered Jose!
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
Let Hu Tao handle
I
it.
think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up.
She's all of a sudden a professional.
If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one!
Was
It
there more to it?
unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Do not shake a hand, Venti. Trust me, you do not want to go see the demons. She will send you, she will exercise your soul. She's way too good at her nefarious plans.
Of course.
You overtrusting bastard. Why couldn't I just stay home today?
Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Yes, we're just stupid.
Paimon, what I learned from Wu and Venti is coming handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point.
Whoa. Paimon and Mercy give shitty nicknames.
But speaking of, why is the Tone Deaf Bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen.
You could have taken over the show, you know, you could have let us know in advance. We could have taken it to Kaching. Could say, yo, Kaching, Venti, Kaching. Let him join in. And you would have had a set, bro. You, Xinyan, Hu Tao. Could have had an actual rapper here.
Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
Huh? But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. You must be feeling very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
If you were having extreme flatulence to the point that I would have to hear the sound of the wind, that you need to get that checked out.
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts.
He's saying you should have followed the wind.
The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy.
You clearly the reason why the illuminated bird refers to herself as one all the time.
In a moment
right?
like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Is it because you can't find the wine? Is it because you can't find the Mantis wine that you don't drink wine anymore? Or is he throwing shade at Venti?
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
Venti drinking tea? Is the sky falling? Is the ground crumbling? Is A pranking us again?
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
Please give me some alcohol so I can forget this night.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Xiao,
What's with the urgency?
are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
No, Paimon. Stay.
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
He's old. We talk to the people. Especially these two people.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise.
You're an alcoholic. No, you're an alcoholic. You always drinking wine. You always drink off Mantis wine. No, you never can find this shit anyway.
I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
Yes, just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Good friends. Everyone is good friends. Now let's hear if they're going to explain to us the chemistry.
About you and Venti.
The jealousy. The jealousy, I see it in your eyes, Chong. That does not make you any less suspicious.
Could he be a partner in your family business?
That's right.
Sounds like an intro to sounds like an intro to an NTR manga.
You know how my family is. A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Just as I thought.
Yes, one fanboy met another, and all of a sudden things happened.
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to
I chose the complete wrong spot to stand.
Oh, those ingredients. I guess I'll need his help.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Xiangling talking. Not that important. Let's just step in the food and talk to the
You're not allowed to leave Paimon here alone. To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Paimon looks so panicked.
I'm sorry about that.
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that. Look, about that... all dads are embarrassing, okay?
It's hard to describe.
I'm familiar with gatherings like this.
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated.
Like your dad and his homeboy from his brother from another mother from another area, region. Yeah, they kind of throwing shade at each other the entire time.
I understand. It's all Fenty's fault.
No. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them. You do you.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange?
In a good way?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come.
Dad's gonna be there. Dad's gonna be there. Oh no, I'm going to get embarrassed again.
She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here.
Yes, I am acquainted with Element.
But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now.
Yeah, go in, kick both Zhongli and Venty's ass, because clearly they're annoying
But I
you.
think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
Sheesh, General Capisis got that drip.
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are.
Hi, Xiangling.
I'm not intruding, right?
You kind of are. We were having a moment.
You're not. What is it?
So it's like that.
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanxiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, why don't pull any luministic wind cyclings on us?
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait. There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup.
She's just like handing him a bag of almond tofu, like, yeah, almond tofu. Go home.
Since the Masterful Chefs competition, you could say that Yanxiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking.
Cooking time
Say that
with
this esteemed guest on the
Yanxiao.
roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Xiangling. And Guoba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba, too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Luckily, the almond tofu she makes is usually bite-sized. So you can just like,
That's all.
move, walk and eat, walk and eat.
Alrighty, we should head back now.
Teleporting.
We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Let's finish this shit. Finish this shit. I know I haven't been as hype, alive, nor as funny as I usually am, but I'm tired, guys. I'm so tired. I need to finish this today.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
Secrets that you do not need to be a part of, Paimon.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon?
Excuse.
In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like.
No sense of Paimon. They'll let you know what having no sense of full. You're not gonna be full? Am I not gonna be full? Who? What?
Your dessert is all Paimon's.
You sound proud of that. But, I got almond tofu, bitch.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu-Tao, Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
Yes, fly away. Float away.
But even though we're all well
Levitate
acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope.
Yeah, Hu-Tao, if anything, you should be fearing her. You don't talk back. Don't make her mad. Don't even look at her wrong. Because otherwise you'll be like, why are you looking at me funny? And then she calls the demons.
This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I just realized that the dude who makes Zhongli's outfit could have made Hu-Tao's outfit.
See? Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu-Tao.
Who?
And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli.
Zhongli's probably looking at the wall being like, oh,
That is why there was none today. Damn it. When will I ever taste the memories? There was even people to share the memories with today.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world.
Can I kill him now?
If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed.
Do you guys actually hate each other? So I should go
Since
check
we
out
all
what
get to
Zhongli has to say about
nominate
Vendi.
someone, I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss.
She won't give you a raise. You already used all the money. That could have been used for a raise.
We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Stop putting Zhongli on this one.
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
Why didn't he let her cook on
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an Adeptus, the Stove God's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition.
Thank you for being in the national team and being one of the best characters in the game.
The only heir of the famous Wanmin restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Hero of the vat here.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
I thought you weren't talking to me.
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Ooh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
You kind of need that mora, don't you, Da? Otherwise you're gonna have to beat the shit out of Zhongli again. Like, call the mora! Call the mora! Punch the shit out of
That's not
Zhongli.
how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness.
Yet having a fortune would lead to both good health and happiness. Just saying. Just saying.
Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
I like how you're the only one clapping for Chongyun.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
No!
I refuse.
Gatoru!
I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he going to say Zhongli?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait. Don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
You slow on the uptake there, Chongyun.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people.
I thought you weren't talking to me.
No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
Take a look in that mirror.
Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest?
No. Cringe, no.
Oh, well,
No.
that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need.
No, cringe,
Without a friend
no.
constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
Why are we letting Paimon do this? She's already doing everything. She talks for Lumine, she takes her food, she takes her mora. Why are we letting Paimon light the candle? Let Lumine light the candle. Let Aether light the candle.
But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah, the traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous.
You've clearly not fished with her.
Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
She took my life away. She has destroyed it. She does not allow me to speak. I have to change that diaper that she's wearing. And she eats all my food.
You guys! Paimon's not used to being praised like that.
They don't know what it's truly like. They don't know what it's truly like.
Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course. You are the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
Chongyun, the fact that you agree with that so quickly is sad.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
Yes, Paimon is a pet.
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
Can this end already?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us.
I know. Mia's better from Tower Fantasy. And there's also Blue Archives mascot. She's like a million times better than both of
Here
them.
you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Stop telling me I'm going to die, Hu Tao. You're doing this shit again. Paimon is now worried. She's shaking because she's worried that she's going to die by burning herself. Now everyone had their full of delicious food and tea. Time to say goodbye, farewell, Gilvitas, and good night.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time.
Remember to come.
Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
Yeah, Zhongli, you handle the wind god and the yaksha.
No need.
Go for it.
I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli.
Dick.
I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I won't.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye.
I'm done after this. I'm not going to find all of them.
Together sometime.
I refuse. No. No, wait.
We'll catch you all later then.
Fine. I will go find them.
Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Bye.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a monk in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown.
Do you rest?
If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Xiao.
Ah, Xiao, smiling at Dad.
Heaven forbid.
Let's stop teasing him now.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya.
Soraya?
I learned a few things about her research topic.
When did this happen?
From the evidence she found and the conclusion
Isn't she dead?
made, her area of research is already very close to the truth.
Well, he's brain dead. Oh, she turned into like a devout
But there are
cultist.
multiple sides to humans and gods alike.
Depends on where the gods are from. If it's Percy Jackson series, the gods are pretty big dicks. Just saying. Just the truth. It's the truth. God of War? Don't even get me started. Both God of War evolves of the series.
In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Xiao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now.
Yes, with the Othmanthus wine and the memories, right?
Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise.
Yeah, Xiao is just a small boy in a big world.
So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean,
Dad?
Zhongli.
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Peace out, Zhongli.
Bye, Zhongli.
Peace out.
Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side.
No, she won't.
No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, Traveler.
I'm afraid there'll be a lot to ask of you in the future too, most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you were aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight. But it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay, I'll see you next time then.
Peace out! Everybody's gone. And the event is over. Are we done? We should be done now, right? Game over? Last event? Finish? Yes. 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 I pulled fucking Amos, bro. I'm not happy about this, so I'm just building it for Yoimiya and done, since it's more damage than running Rust right now, because I only have Rust at R2. So, yeah.
Hey, don't tell me you called me over for just a game of chess.
Tell me more about this chess distributor.
You have to be more specific, Captain Beidou.
Yes, be more specific, Captain
Beidou. Is it that
Beidou.
you find playing chess an uninteresting activity? Or that you're unhappy about my lack of novel ideas?
I would like to know, is chess a euphemism?
If you don't specify what you mean, how could I know what I should do to please you?
Yes, chess is a euphemism.
Of course. I make a single remark and you reply with a full-blown lecture. Maybe we should deal with all official affairs publicly in the future. It might just make things easier.
Yes, let's just put it all out in the open. All out in the open. Strip.
I'd be perfectly happy with that. I'm just worried that Captain Beidou's business might be negatively affected.
Yes, look, she's looking down. She's looking at that ass. Can you see that? Can you see she's looking at that ass? Because she knows. She's going to tap that.
Don't give me that. That woman from Yansheng Tea House sometimes comes aboard to ask for information. She requested the fleet to import some goods, but how could I not know who she's actually working for?
Oh. You sure know a lot, Captain Beidou.
The flirting here is extreme.
How about I ask her
Reminds
to
of
come
Xingqiu and Zhongyun.
Or maybe we go straight to her tea house.
Is that what I'm hearing here? The euphemism for chess is over now. It's just going on. I say into it.
With one more person around, we'll be able to have some variety in our chess games. I hope that would be less of a bore to you.
Yeah, chess is a euphemism. They're gonna bang.
So, we're still gonna play chess after all.
Beidou does not seem that interested in chess. Chess. One more character we to go look at. The character whose eventual banner will be released, even though they said he was going to be the first 5-star character. We got Tighnari. But one day, Baizhu. One day. One day you will join us in the fields of reeds. Chichi! I hate you, Chichi. I want to kill you. I want to destroy you. I want to drop a bomb on you. Next time I'll bring Klee and she'll kill you.
The Lantern Rite celebrations are getting better by the year.
Dr. Baizhu, I've brought the herbs. Who are they for?
The singers.
Smoke weed every day.
Performing at a music festival is very demanding. Using these herbs in good time will protect their voices from damage.
Whatever you say, Orochimaru.
Oh, that's why you were preparing them all night.
I dared not neglect the Yuheng's request. Her messenger was quite insistent that it should take top priority.
Yes, to mix herbs and spices into tea.
Let me double check again. This one is for...
Okay, Orochimaru, good seeing you.
This is such a cool ship! Facing the sea breeze and gazing out at the soaring seagulls. Makes me want to sing out loud!
The night sky and farewell and Aqua. How do you feel like we can put out this? Just all, guys.
How about I stay here and be the ship's resident bard? What are my prospects?
With your level of artistic finesse, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. But I'm afraid the sailors aboard are not the most versed in the arts. They probably wouldn't understand the deeper meaning your poetry holds.
I'm glad you're here, Kazuo. Why didn't you come to the Lantern Rite even?
You can't say that for sure. Poetry is spur-of-the-moment creations. Anyone viewing the same sights and experiencing the same atmosphere would surely understand. There's a port in Mondstadt too, but I rarely get the chance to board any of the ships.
You sound so disappointed, man. I mean, if you ask Jean, maybe.
Speaking
she
of
knows
ships,
who you are.
Everything's perfect about this one, except...
Don't worry, the big bad booty bitch is Beidou herself.
Kozua, could you tell your captain that my height says nothing of my age? I'm way past drinking age.
She does not allow you to drink on the ship. Why does Beidou think he's young? Even, next time we bring Ganyu here, who Beidou knows is old, she'll be like, no alcohol for you.
How often does one get to enjoy a seafood feast on a ship? It'll be a real shame if there isn't anything stronger to enhance the food. Pretty please?
There's not much I can do about that. It's not because Captain Beidou's not on the ship right now, but because there's no room for negotiation on this matter. Even I have to sit in the no-drinking zone every time.
Damn it, man. I feel so sorry for the two of you.
But I don't get drunk after just a few sips. Trust me, I can hold my liquor really well.
Yes, you hold it in your hand. I'm done. Let's see, man, over little changes. I hope you guys enjoyed this event with me. Why don't you like, subscribe, smack your face with the keyboard a couple of times until the notifications always. Don't forget to check out all our links in the description, especially our main channel, Just Gamers, where either Danganronpa is being played or it's the Elden Ring. And yeah, pray for me.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Yes, she blackmails you. Well, technically it's not blackmail. You spend all the money of the funeral parlor and you bill it on Hu Tao, and Hu Tao needs to beat your ass to get that money back. Like Zhongli is a more piñata. You beat him hard enough, he starts coughing up more.